So I need to lock back in and start listening to albums a bit more this year. I feel like I haven't listened to a lot of albums. I listened to Banks's, listened to Lloyd Banks' album, Reasons album, just only a couple. I feel like I haven't listened to a lot. And especially with it being about halfway through the year, I want to feel like I'm more well versed in what's going on in the music space. I know what's going on as far as like hip hop in general, all the drama and everything. Like I'm well aware as far as that goes. But I feel like with the music, I've kind of taken a step back. Listen to West Side Guns album. That was dope. But yeah, I also feel like maybe a lot hasn't been dropping. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of albums coming out recently. I know Wayne's supposed to be dropping, but he hasn't even dropped a single yet. Tech Nine's dropping. I'm excited for that one. Chance the Rapper, he's been dropping singles forever, but he's never dropping this album. So it's like, I don't know what. I feel like a lot of albums haven't dropped. I know Jim Jones dropped an album I got to check out. But at the same time, yeah, I just feel like not a lot of albums have come out. But I heard about Ray Vaughn's album. I've been told great things about it. Arguably album of the year. That's from what I heard. I will be the judge of that. um, but yeah, Ray Vaughn obviously just got through. Well, as far as we know, just got through battling Joey, East Coast, or yeah, the New York versus not New York, the Joey versus West Coast thing. That was dope. Win, lose or draw, he performed and he did great. I think he did very good at the very least. I think he should probably still respond to Nick Caution. Because if we're playing the who should respond to who, I mean, Joey came down to respond to you. You should respond to Nick Caution because I don't even think Nick Caution. I think Nick Caution probably, as far as like status goes, probably is above Ray Vaughn. At least in the, I don't know numbers wise, but at least standing in hip hop, like pro era, like yeah, you got to respond. Plus, you dissed him first, so I would like to see some type of response to Nick Caution. Plus, Nick Caution flamed that whole thing. So, with that being said, I'm excited to see his solo work. Well, I've been listening to his solo work, but you know what I mean, like his work individually away from the battle, unique, standalone work. I'm excited to see that because you don't know what the content's going to be. You don't know what the style is going to be because so far, most of what I've heard a few singles off this, I believe. Off the top of my head, actually, I don't know. I don't recognize any of these singles or any of these songs, so maybe I haven't heard anything off this album. But I have heard a couple singles from him that were good. But most of the stuff I've heard from him were from the battle, which was aggressive, targeted, a certain style of rap, made very quickly. So you don't want to judge it too much. You don't want to judge him too much off of that. Something clearly made in like 24 hours. You know what I mean? So, now this is the debut project to my knowledge, right? Debut TDE project. I don't feel like reading the whole bio, but I'm assuming this is the debut TDE project. Yeah. And yeah, it's something I'm assuming took his time with, sat with for a while, sequenced and produced, and like, well, I don't know if he produced it, but you know what I mean? Like it should be well thought out and orchestrated to the best of his ability. This is going to showcase the best of his abilities, I hope. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it because he was impressive in that battle, in those short turnarounds. So I'm excited to see what he can do with like a full prep time. It's like when a fighter is like, he loses a fight on like a short week notice or a short notice, like 2 week notice or something like that. But he did well. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I wonder what he could do with a full camp, you know? And this feels like a full camp Ray Vaughn. So I'm excited. Gonna lock in. What's like, 42 minutes? Yeah, so I'm excited. I don't know if it's gonna be something. It seems like it's somewhat conceptual. At least the title seems like that. The cover, it gives concept album. So I'm excited for some storytelling. Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things about it. So let's see if it lives up to the hype. I'm not listening to anything.
I'm finna call
Oh, there we go.
Tony right now, nigga. You over here tweaking. This nigga not answering the. Man, hey, tell this nigga he tweaking right now. This nigga talking about robbing Polly Burgers, nigga.
Robbing Polly Burgers, man. Come on, dog.
I don't know what Poly Burgers is. Is that a West Coast thing?
No,
it's Desperado mission, nigga. I'm hungry out here.
This nigga know all of us. He been knowing you since you was like 4 or 5. You know your mama, your
Oh,
granny,
God.
your uncle, you know everybody.
So he know how I'm rocking.
Man, he know we ain't finna get no chili cheese fries special around this motherfucker.
First class trip to level 4, stupid.
I'm yawning because it's 1 a.m., not because I'm bored.
Man, alright, man. Nigga gonna tap in with you later and take this dumbass nigga to the house. Alright.
Oh, this.
Yeah, I got bills piling up, fridge empty too, for a week straight, chicken noodle soup. Called from my side bitch, she said the baby do. Bucket catching all the rain, holes in my roof. Landlord beating down the door, but I ain't got the rent. So every dollar that I earn, I already spent. Niggas say your business out, that's why I'm always scared to vent. And they say they love me all the time, but
Rent from Spider-Man 2. I don't know why that just popped up in my head. You know, the landlord that's like constantly nagging him and like screaming rent at him when he's trying to run in his house. Anyway, sorry. You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door. That's Spider-Man 3. I digress. This intro sounds great though, by the way. Sounds fantastic so far. It's like my vibe for an intro.
I got bills piling up, fridge empty too, for a week straight, chicken noodle soup. Called from my side bitch, she said the baby do. Bucket catching all the rain, holes in my roof. Landlord beating down the door, but I ain't got the rent. So every dollar that I earn, I already spent. Niggas say your business out, that's why I'm always scared to vent. And they say they love me all the time, but I still ain't convinced. I don't know if God saying fuck me or my luck just gone. Cause every time I turn around, there's something else going wrong. That nigga that invented flocking, I bet he was broke. If I leave the house and go back with nothing, it's a long way home. I'm scared that if I go to sleep, then I might die bum. I'm scared my people can't count on me, I ain't scared of dying young. I made 450, the first thing I did was buy a gun. I had 8 jobs this year and I got fired from everyone.
Sometimes my nights could get long, my nigga. Sometimes I feel like getting wrong, my nigga. Most of the time I be alone, my nigga. Praying for the day I could be home, yeah.
Life been hitting hard now.
So far, at least, it's not anything technical or anything impressive lyrically, I would say, but that's not the focus. Clearly, the song is designed to connect, is designed to resonate and tell his story in an impactful way, and in a blunt way. And I think it's working. I think the skit in the beginning, skits in general, can be a bit dangerous because it affects replay value, right? Because like every time I replay the song, I'm gonna have to listen to a skit. So I would prefer the skits be on a different track, but that's not what we got here. Example. Logic, College Park. The skits on there. 1, they're not good. 2, they're attached to the songs. So anytime I want to go listen to the songs, I have to listen to it. Or when I am listening to the songs in like a playlist or something, there's a skit at the end of it, like that's a minute long. Then I have to pick up my phone, skip it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a dangerous game to play if the skits themselves aren't necessarily replayable or fun to listen to. Where I think like on Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City, the skits on those songs, they're almost as iconic as the songs themselves. So you're always going to listen to them, you know?
My nigga, most of the time I be alone, my nigga. Praying for the day I could be home, yeah.
Life been hitting hard, now I fucking had it. Can't afford no diapers, baby mama bad shit. Bill collector calling mine, doing backflips. I'm on my dick, dog, gotta make something happen. If you was gonna help, it would be automatic. If you was gonna help, it would be automatic. Bill collector calling mine, doing backflips. I'm on my dick, dog, gotta make something happen. Had to pawn what I could and sell what I had. Now all my dreams feel distant when the luck this bad. My car broke down this past week and I've been sleeping in it. Then I broke down talking to mama, said I need a minute. Phone disconnected, God didn't win they wall. At the same time I see my stepdaddy hit a A-ball. That's true life. Either
so
way,
sorry.
it is what it is.
Headphones fell off.
And I've been sleeping in it. Then I broke down talking to mama, said I need a minute. Phone disconnected, God hard, then when they wall. At the same time, I see my stepdaddy hit a 8-ball. That's tree of life. Either way, it is what it is. Had to split a 6-piece nugget with my motherfucking kids. That type
my
of pain
God.
make your heart explode. I love them all with my whole chest. I hope my daughters know. If I get caught and I get sent up to that level 4, don't let no nigga that you fucking ever call you hoe. Oh yeah.
Sometimes when nights could get long, my nigga. Sometimes I feel
Yeah, man, this is, he's just venting on this one, which is like the benefit of a debut album is we haven't heard your experience before. We don't know what you've been through. We don't know anything about you. So you can dump everything on this album and it's going to sound fresh. Now, the tricky part is that sophomore slump. After you dump everything, what else do you have to say? So that's where the tricky part comes in, right? Because like you can't do this for another album, right? Like how do you progress from there? So yeah, that's a challenge for another time later on, right? He's also grown. That is coming through in this music, but then also that's also making his experience unique, which is something I feel like is missed in hip hop because he is allegedly he's 32. That's what Joey and Nick Caution's been saying, but they're promoting him as 28. I don't know what the deal is. Regardless, 28 or 32, he's a grown man who has experiences, who's had jobs, who's had children, who's had, you know what I mean? From the sounds of it, if everything here is true, if this isn't like a fictional tale, which would be fine, by the way, it's storytelling. But assuming all of this is real, the adult experience, I feel like, is what's missed in hip hop nowadays, because over the past, I would say for the 2010s decade onward, labels and just the culture in general has been skewing younger and been looking for younger talent to F over. To be quite frank, they're just easier to screw over and manipulate and milk and then dump off in the street, opposed to an older adult that's like not going to accept every deal. That's going to be a little bit, it's going to give you some pushback, you know. I have opinions on that, but also when you do skew younger, which isn't an issue to these labels and to fans that just want to hear dumb stuff all the time and don't really care about any introspective music, you don't have a lot of experiences. So all you're going to do is regurgitate the things you've heard before, which is just, I get money, I F B words, I do this, I do that, I shoot this, I shoot that. You're just going to hear the exact same things over and over again, just regurgitated to you in a different package, probably over the same beat, the same, just the same experiences. It's not a lot of introspection, and when it is introspection, it's pretty surface level then too, opposed to, I feel like back in the day, even like the 2000s, when artists were getting put on or blowing up, they typically were a little older. Jay-Z was older, 50 was older, M was older. These were grown adults at this point with experiences, daughters, children, jobs, you know, like Eminem was in his late 20s. I believe 50 was in his late 20s, Jay late 20s. Like they all had their own unique experiences. Obviously you have other dudes who were younger too, right? But for the sake of my example, we just had a lot more older guys in music with those older perspectives. At that point in your life, you kind of already have your views of the world shaped already. I mean, things change still over time, right? But you have a set view of life. You know what it's like. You know what stresses you out. Know what you're going through, and you just have more of an adult perspective opposed to a childish perspective. And I feel like that's what we're getting here. It's like it's an adult perspective, a young adult perspective, you know, like he's still, even if he is 32, like that is still somewhat of a younger adult, you know. He's not an old dude by any means, right? But his opinions and perspectives of the world are established. I mean, I'm sure he has political views, I'm sure he has financial views, and he knows how to make doctor's appointments by himself, you know. Like I doubt Lil Yachty knew how to do that when he first started blowing up. I remember Lil Yachty in some interviews said he never had a job before, he like never filled out an application before, never had a job before he blew up. What perspective can someone like that offer you? Realistically, like what can he offer you? Like, yeah, you can jump around to the music if you like it, I guess, but as far as like perspective and content, what can he offer? And that's whether that's his podcast or his music, like So for me, this is refreshing. And I really like this a lot. He's just venting right now. I could nitpick, oh, I wish he would have rhymed this and this, that, but like clearly he's just venting. This isn't that type of track. It's an intro. Get to know me. I'm dumping everything on you. I love it. I think it's great. My only gripe would be like, I wish that intro skit was separated just so when I do return to this, I don't have to listen to that every time. But aside from that, I love it. Musically, I think it's great too. It's fantastic. Jermaine. Interesting way of, I mean, is his name Jermaine, I'm assuming, but it's just spelled Jermaine. I don't know.
Can't afford no diapers, baby mama bashing. Bill collector calling mine, doing backflips. I'm on my dick, dog. Gotta make something happen. If you was gonna help, it would be automatic. If you was gonna help, it would be automatic. Bill collector calling mine, doing backflips. I'm on my dick, dog. Gotta make something happen.
Gotta make a way every step. Gotta revert every move. Watch, gotta grunge till my feet hurt. One slip up and I'm
dang.
I just wanna be on is a t-shirt. Last thing I wanna be on
is a t-shirt. Yeah, man, that's
last thing I wanna be on is a t.
Tough transition. Oh, into triple XLT. That's fire. That's fire. I remember my dad told me if he ever, something ever happens, don't let anybody put him on a t-shirt. But yeah, no, I'm right there with him. Don't put me on a shirt, brother. You can. Don't give them that. Don't give them the. Don't let anybody say they put me on a shirt. Put me on some mugs or something. But yeah, no, that was fire. Transition sounds dope too. So yeah, we're gonna get into triple XLT. All right, intro done. Clearly I liked it. I favorited it. We're on triple XLT now. That transition was dope. Let's go. Like and subscribe and whatnot. I guess am I gonna have to say that every single time I get to another song? Jeez, that's gonna be annoying. Especially if you're watching the full version.
Look, triple XLT, 05, snotty nose little nigga. Name Vine, Long Beach, one roll. Don't die, dress up the family members, don't buy. Mama was a drug dealer, no lie. Car full of dope, playing Mary J. Blige. Niggas don't like me, tough crowd, get straight to it though. Fuck trials, I still be in Bixby's, going live. I got two twins with me, smart guy, my word got big changer. Fine size, I pray for this lifestyle. On God, I've been about chicken, baby, get fried. I grew up a screw up around hustle and rob, but CJ from GTA taught me to drive. I'm very demure, bitch, never mind. Flexing with the ground.
CJ from GTA taught me how to drive. Is funny. Man, I used to play that game all the time. I remember, for some reason, I have like a distinct memories of playing GTA San Andreas. Well, I was also running like a lemonade stand at my aunt's house. So I was like running out, doing the lemonade stand, going inside, playing GTA, had the cheat codes. My cousin Zach would come over with all the cheat codes. Because I didn't know him myself, but he knew him just like by heart. So he would always put in the cheat codes for me. Yeah, that just popped in my head. And then GTA 6 is coming out. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, so small rant. GTA 6. GTA, it's like kind of a game that allows you to do everything, and that's the appeal of it. But the gameplay itself isn't necessarily great at anything. Like the driving isn't great. It's not like a great driving game. It's not a great shooting game. I don't want to say that word. Shooting game. It's not a great like fighting game, but you can fight, you can pew, you can drive, you can do all these things, and that's the combination of everything makes it fun for you to play, right? But with $1 billion company that's made boatloads of money off GTA Online, GTA 5 Online, I want them, like my expectations of GTA 6, I don't want that anymore. That's not enough anymore. It's not enough for just be an everything thing. We play it. No, I want the fighting to be actually good, like the combat mechanics to be good. I want the driving mechanics to be actually good. We're talking about the same developers that made Midnight Club. Those games are fantastic. So I don't understand why you don't just transfer over the driving from that game to this game. Regardless, Midnight Club, the feuding, look, it's never been good. Red Dead's computing isn't great. It's that stupid snap. We're just pushing the LT. It just locks onto the guy automatically. That's stupid. I want like competent, actually like skilled computing. And these guys have the resources to do it. But are they going to put that much effort into it? I don't know. Small GTA rant.
Look, triple XLT, 05, snotty nose little nigga, name Vine, Long Beach.
I love this flow here. It's real smooth. And consistent too. That's what makes it fun to listen to. It's consistent.
Tough crowd, get straight to it though. Fuck trials. I still be in big speeds, going live. I got 2 twins with me.
And he does switch it up here.
Big changer, fine size. I pray for this lifestyle. On God, I've been about chicken, baby. Get fried. I grew up and screw up around hustling, rob. But CJ from GTA taught me to drive. I'm very demure, bitch, never mind. Flexing with the ground beef, yeah. Still got cheese in my bed, yeah. Can't believe nothing but the bread, yeah. Can't believe they try to they spare, yeah. Fake niggas
I don't.
better off dead, yeah.
Not a fan of the flow. Not a fan of it. I always found those flows kind of lazy, but I do like the first one.
Bitch, never mind. Flexing with the ground beef, yeah. Still got cheese in my bed, yeah. Can't believe nothing but the bread, yeah. Can't believe they try to they spare, yeah. Fake niggas better off dead.
This beat is nasty.
Buy a lot of shit with street cred, yeah. Big worm shoulda shot Craig, yeah. And blamed it on Kanye meds.
That's fire. Wait.
Can't believe nothing but the bread, yeah. Can't believe they try to they spare, yeah. Fake niggas better off dead, yeah. Buy a lot of shit with street cred, yeah. Big worm shoulda shot Craig, yeah. And blamed it on Kanye meds. Get to the ends, get straight to it. Get to the ends, get straight to it. Deal look, get straight to it. Get rich, get straight to it. Get to the ends, get straight to it. Get to the ends, get straight to it. Deal look, get straight to it. King that broke, get straight to it.
Oh yeah, this is fire. Yeah. As long as he connects the dots in the second half, we're good. The first half was dope. We've seen songs fall apart in the second half before.
Everybody want a little taller. Everybody want to be a baller. Everybody gotta work harder. Everybody need a little water. My Rolex carrying a gallon. Hey, it's only one rule, nigga. Get paid. My uncle a bass head, unfazed. I started flocking hard in a
He's
all of my trauma was homemade.
okay, so that's a perfect example too. He's dropping these little hints of introspectiveness here and there. He's not necessarily just trauma dumping on this song like he was on the first one. And he's not getting super specific either, which may be smart, depending on how he pulls it off later in the album or in the future in general. Because like I said, in the first, on the first track, that's the benefit of a debut album, right? You can dump all of this content at one time. You can dump all of it. We've never heard it before. We don't know who you are. You can dump all of it and it's all new to us. The second album is where people have sophomore slumps because they dumped everything already. Also, to counteract that, is you can kind of sparsely put things out, like in spurts throughout the first album, just drip feed some of that information opposed to just dumping everything. So then you do have more to talk about later. Or enough happens in your life between the first and second album to where you just have more stuff to talk about. Let's say Slim Shady LP versus the Eminem Show, or versus the Marshall Mathers LP versus the Eminem Show. Like kind of, I think those albums are perfect examples if you want to study that, like the art of just just introspectiveness, but then not dumping too much, and then saving some for the next album and just constantly evolving your content, because all of Eminem's albums feel like time capsules. If you go to 2010s, you know exactly what he was going through in the late 2010 or late 2000s. If you go to Recovery from 2010, you know exactly what was going on around that time period. You go to 2009 Relapse, same thing. Go to 2000 Marshall Mathers LP, you know exactly what's going on around that time. Like each album feels like a time capsule of what he's going on in that moment. And it never feels like he really ran out of stuff to talk about, right? Even when he did revisit certain topics, like on Slim Shady LP, he talks about getting bullied in school. He talks about it in such a zany and comedic and cartoonish way that it leaves room for him to later come back to it in the future and talk about it in a serious way, like No Love with Lil Wayne on Recovery, right? Where he's talking about it in a serious way. He's actually talking about getting, real experiences, getting bullied, and real, he's not playing anymore. He left that door open. He didn't just dump everything like, seriously, this is what happened on the first album, yada, yada, yada. Then later on, if he brings it up again, then it's like, oh, we already heard this story, so it's an interesting way to handle that problem. Because he's never had that problem as far as like, you know, new content, except for maybe in 2017 when he tried to do the revival thing and that just didn't work. But then he came back with Kamikaze, which was new content. So yeah, that's just an example, a good positive example of that if you want to dive deeper into that, study that, I guess. I think Eminem is a perfect example. But as far as on an individual album goes, I think it's smart here what he's doing. He's kind of drip feeding that information, because later on, because we don't know who this is. I don't know who Ray Vaughn is. This is his debut album, right? So you're kind of drip feeding this personal information. If there's something later on in the album that's directly talking about, he's talking about his uncle doing drugs or his mom selling drugs, whatever he said. If there's a song in here that's fully dedicated to that, it's going to connect a lot more, opposed to if he just hit me with it out of nowhere, I feel like. And because now I am becoming attached to him. Now I am getting to know him. So when he does have that song, maybe potentially that's emotional or something, now I'm actually going to care. You know what I mean? Because he told me about his daughter. He told me about his struggles, especially on that first song. This is sounding like a guy that I want to see win. He sounds like a good guy, just wants to take care of his family, he wants to work hard. Said he had 8 jobs this year, got fired from all of them. So clearly he's trying to work hard. I mean, I don't know, maybe he's got fired from his jobs because he's lazy, but it sounds like from the story he's telling so far, maybe, you know, it sounds like he's just working hard and just trying to feed his family, you know? This is a guy you want to see win. So then when we have those songs later on, they're going to be more impactful, potentially, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. Carrying on. This is fire.
I started flocking hard in the 6th grade, cause all of my trauma was homemade. Whenever I step out, front page, the whole shit, y'all niggas turn gay. You do the bare minimum, you get the waves. My hands are light on, I got rid, cause all of my trauma was homemade. Whenever I step out, front page, the whole shit, y'all niggas turn gay. You do the bare minimum, you get the.
It's brave. That's brave in 2025. Very brave. No comment further than that.
6th grade, cause all of my trauma was homemade.
I love that line.
Step out, front page, the whole shit, y'all niggas turn gay. You do the bare minimum, you get the waves. My hands are light on, I got rich waves. Every move made is a brick laid. Small talking nothing at my big age. If you can't,
what do you say?
It's amazing.
They say every move made is a brick laid. Love that line.
Big age, if you can't get straight to it, it's amazing. When you do get straight to it, it's amazing. I want the comments and dollars and dividends. Run up a check with the squad and we divvy it. Mailbox money, I know I'm sending it. Cut out these bitches and focus on increments. Let's take it back to the Genesis. Asked about Apple Pay, babe, I'm not interested. Charity said I can't be on the premises. Don't give me the room, cause I'm wiggly. I know I could fuck her, she giggling. I know I could fuck her, I'm Himothy. She look at my face and see Benjamins. Don't know how to trick, cause I penny pinch. Don't start nothing up, I'ma finish it. Only thing that I'm starting is businesses. I wake up and go get it, go get it, go get it. Now all of my options are limited. Get to the ends, get straight to it. Get to the ends, get straight to it. Feel it, get
I love the production on this. It feels very. The horns make it sound triumphant feeling. But it still feels kind of subdued and dark almost. All right. Now I'm hooked in. I think, call me crazy, I think track 1, 2, and 4 are the most important tracks on an album. Well, I think tracks 1, 2, the outro, and then 4 are the most important tracks on the album. I have a whole theory. It's been tested. I feel like I'm right. But, oh wait, the next one started. My bad. Oh shoot, wait, no. Dang, I'm spoiling stuff for myself. But yeah, I think 1, 2, in the last 1, 2, the last track, in that order. 1, 2, the last track, and track 4 are always the most important, and I stand by it. So 3 you can have some wiggle room with, as far as like, if it's just alright, 3's alright, but if 4 hits hard, then it's like, oh, you know what I mean? I think 3 is the perfect track to, you know, tone it down a little bit, and then you got to come right back with 4. Anyway, maybe I'll make a video about that one day. Like and subscribe. We're going to kind of a title track, Dollar Menu. So yeah, see you on that one. All right, we're back. Like and subscribe. Dollar Menu. Kind of a title track, kind of not a title track. Halfway a title track. Let's go. Ooh, that's interesting. Wait, is there lyrics? Ooh, I love that. Because like there's so many things that like people, I guess if you don't, I don't know, people take for granted, like, or people will make fun of, like, oh, McDonald's or like these cheap little restaurants and that, not whatever, fast food joints. They get made fun of, like a Little Caesars or for being cheap, but like to a lot of people, so when that's all you got to eat, it really saves people. You know, when you have a family to feed, like sometimes you gotta pick up a bucket of Church's chicken. You know, like it really comes in clutch when in those type of situations. And I guess if you never experienced it, then you wouldn't know. But like, what would I eat if, you know, it's on some nights when, if that wasn't a thing, if the dollar menu wasn't a thing, you know what I mean? Like nothing. So wow, you know, that alone resonates a lot with me, especially like growing up and stuff. So Jesus, man, that was a lot. Like a lot just hit me. You know? Like a lot of memories, a lot of wow. Just the concept, I guess. And I think now I'm starting to really connect the title, the good, the bad, the dollar menu. Wow. That's brilliant almost. You know, something it's like right in front of your face. You don't really think about like how valuable that is and how meaningful that is. That's wow. I want to turn off the lyrics because I don't want to just listen to the music and staring at the lyrics, but if I need to pull it up, I'll pull it up. I think I'm going to listen to the Jim Jones album after this at some point. Probably maybe not after this, but
shit, here goes this nigga. Hey nigga, what's up, bro? What you want to do?
Telling me you saved my life, maybe everything gon' be alright. 10 piece, but my mama didn't eat that night. Promise I'ma keep it 99 cents for life. Last night I had sleep for dinner. For dinner. Mama, okay. Mama, Aoki, stepped at a dope fiend. Know how to sell drugs, know how to sell dreams. Age of 14, I was doing my own thing. But mama, I'm hungry. Cause last night I had sleep for dinner. In my conscience, he weighed more than me. From the women I hurt, from the people I lead, from the fires I feed. Found a job on ND, cause last night I only had sleep for dinner. In Hell's Kitchen with the recipe for disaster. In Long Beach, donate plasma. Would donate my sperm, but I can't cause I know how I feel to be bastard. And last night I only had sleep for dinner.
Oh my God, bro, I'm loving it. There were 3 tracks in. This is very introspective. This is dope. This is very personal. It's introspective in a way. Like, said he's donating plasma, like you get like what, $50 from that, like, which honestly is not bad. I mean, if you do that often enough. But like from what I hear, because I know people work in those forgot what they're called, the clinics, whatever, I don't know, but I know people work in them. It's a lot of homeless people. A lot of people just need some money real quick, like all the time. And wow. And again, this is what I talked about. And when I was listening to this song, it's this is a grown man's perspective on life. You're not going to get this from a teenager. You're not going to get somebody saying I had to donate plasma from a 15-year-old or from a 16-year-old that's just blowing up on TikTok. Like, you're not going to get it. That's why we have to push artists that are older. Like, we have to promote these artists. Griselda, for example, I think is a perfect example. Because they put out an album like every other month, and they're always talking about some new experiences, some new stories, some new tales from growing up, because they blew up in their 30s. You know, they have 30 years of life to talk about. So yeah, I think this is special. Fuck, this is good. This is really good.
dinner. Not a banquet at Kids Cuisine, Marie Calendar. Don't know how many days
Kids
left on my
Cuisine.
calendar.
Man, I remember those when I was a kid. That was
And last night I only had sleep for dinner. Couldn't even afford a TV dinner. Not a banquet at Kids Cuisine, Marie Calendar. Don't know how many days left on my calendar.
I remember when I was a kid, I could never get the big, the big, what are they called, Lunchables. The big one that came with like a juice or something. I could never get them. They were too expensive. Like, a lot of this is, oh boy.
Sleep for dinner. In Hell's Kitchen with the recipe for disaster. In Long Beach, don't name plasma. Would donate my sperm, but I can't cause I know how I feel to be bastard. And last night I only had sleep for dinner. Couldn't even
this is so good.
dinner. Not a banquet at Kids Cuisine, Marie Calendar. Don't know how many days left on my calendar.
You want it? I'm gonna give it to you. Just like that, motherfucker.
Oh no. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Hey, Joey Bada is supposed to be dropping an album. He said, like, I think he said he's shooting for like August something. It better be fire, because now there's gonna be direct comparisons. Like, if it's not better than this, people are gonna be like, well, he won the battle, but his album wasn't as good. You know what I mean? So like, he better put his foot in that album.
Yeah. Standing on couches cause I'm trying to fuck that bitch, bring the bottles to me. Y'all be in DMs begging these hoes, I feed off the dollar menu. Started off broke, now I got that money on Blicky, I got it with me. Yeah. Y'all be in DMs begging these hoes, I feed off the dollar menu. Big forehead, bitch, throw it back. Hey, but I love her rap.
All right.
Started off broke, now I got that money on Blicky, I got it with me. Yeah. Y'all be in DMs begging these hoes, I feed off the dollar menu. Big forehead, bitch, throw it back. Hate rats, but I love her rats. Wait, what's that logo on his hat? LA County, do you know where you at? Take the order, make a McDouble back. Sitting at your window with a Big Mac. Ain't ashamed that I used to wear shacks, cause I hit a home run, slide top 4 backs.
That was fire. Wait, sitting at your window with a Big Mac, like a Big Mac 10, but Mac like Big Mac the burger.
You know where you at? Take the order, make a McDouble back. Sitting at your window with a Big Mac. Ain't ashamed that I used to wear shacks, cause I hit a home run, slide top 4 backs. Bare bonds, when I do my look, every time. Pop out, got them shook, every time. Niggas always cry wolf, every time. Putting money on books, every time. And it's like that. Gotta go out and never look twice at. Everything going good like a white staff. I be tearing through the city in a white cat. Standing on couches cause I'm trying to fuck that bitch, bring the bottles to me. Y'all be in DMs begging these hoes, I feed off the dollar menu. Yeah. Started off broke, now I got that money on Blicky, I got it with me. Yeah. Y'all be in DMs begging these hoes, I feed off the dollar menu. Yeah. It's Big Bag Junior, Mr. Pie Scraper. I'm the Lord's favorite. Throw a lot of money, do a lot of saving. Don't tell that bitch how my son, unless I'm shaded. Can't beef with my BMs, I made it. I can't check my DMs, I made it. I'm part of the motion club, I made it. Nigga, I'm me, you hate it. If I got a roster, might catch a bougie bitch leaving my Costa. Leaving the crib. She want the tea, but she only gon' take walk her shades of my shopper. Just get a t-shirt. She don't fuck with scrubs, cause she want that body that she get from doctors. Come fuck with a whopper. Come fuck with a whopper. I'm standing on couches cause I'm trying to fuck that bitch, bring a bottle.
The production, this is not. Yeah, TD really. Yeah, they're banking. They're. Whoever produced this is nasty. Like, all these tracks, the production has been super dope. Ray Vaughn, artist, composer. I don't know these guys' real names, so I wish I knew. Man, but this is nasty. It seems like TD's really getting behind this guy.
Listen to this voice my mama left me talking crazy.
This boy needs his money. You didn't have his money for a whole motherfucking month. You
That was fire.
Programs on everybody else, bitch. You talk that shit about get my shit together and here your grown ass borrowing money from a 17-year-old. He needs his motherfucking money. First of all, you had no goddamn business going to get my motherfucking child. Bitch, take care of that bitch baby over there and worry about that bitch baby, okay? Don't fuck with my kids. I didn't ask you to go get him and neither get his motherfucking daddy. You didn't confirm a goddamn thing with me. Stay the fuck out of my kid's business. Quit going to get motherfuckers, you irresponsible bitch. Pay this boy his motherfucking money. So I air your shit out.
All right. Yeah. Okay, that was a lot. Regardless, I'm gonna say what I said before with the intro. Um, the song was dope. I'll say with the flows, I would want a little bit more creativity with the flows. I feel like I'm hearing a lot of variation in the flows, but they feel like they're all flows that I've heard before, but they're done extremely well. Don't get me wrong, they're all done extremely well, and they're done at appropriate times. Nothing feels out of place, nothing feels sloppy. It all feels dope, but it all feels like some flows that I've heard before. So I would like to hear some more uniqueness there. As far as the skit goes, it's, again, I wish there was just on a separate track so it has more replayability. If I'm him, please, this is me asking you, if you're watching this, just update the album, make the skit separate. I cannot stand when people, let's be clear, I cannot stand when people update albums post launch or post drop or whatever you want to call it, post release, or update songs. Cannot stand it. I think it is horrible and detrimental to art as a whole. Hate it. But for this example, for this word I'm looking for, whatever, for you, I'll make an exception. Please do it. For skits, for something like that just kind of eases the convenience of the listen, that's fine. You can update that. But like as far as changing songs and stuff like that, or adding songs, you get the fuck out of here. Unless just like bonus song, whatever, I don't care. Ooh, this is sounding nice. Ooh, yeah, yep. All right, this some Stan stuff. This sounds like I'm hoping for some immaculate storytelling on this. Not necessarily Stan. I'm not gonna put that on him, but I love it. It feels bluesy. I love it. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but whatever. You know what I mean. We're getting into it.
I used to watch you scam and sell dope, but as of now, I don't know what to tell folks when they ask me about you. Knowing it's been a couple months since we didn't spoke, so I try to break the tension with a joke. Truth is, mama, you need meds for schizo, but you won't take it. If you lose all your marbles, you ain't gonna have none to play with. A black woman who crying for help.
Oh my God.
The last thing you wanna be called in this world is crazy. Oh, poor baby, I just praying that your shots that ain't flat. Cause you say a lot of shit that you could never take back.
Oh my God.
Why my daddy left, just tell me the truth. My sister Bree act just like you. A whole little, you push 7 of us out by the age of 25. I don't see you when I
This is beautiful.
I'm looking for Aisha. I'm looking for the woman that's inside. Just let me know when she arrives. Mouth full of pills in front of us could've died. The world on your shoulder, how heavy is suicide. If God took you then, I wouldn't wanna be alive. Shit, if God took you then, I would be at war with God. Yeah.
Wow, who is this? Ash Leon. I feel like I've seen that name before, but I don't know who that is. This is beautiful. Oh my, this is easily the best song so far. Wow. The rain in the background. That's what reminded me of Stan. Plus the tone. Those background vocals are beautiful. Oh my God, bro.
Sometimes I wonder if the reason I don't treat bitches right is cause I never seen you get treated right. If you pass me the cycle, then I'm fucked up for life. Cause every nigga that you get with, you fight. Just let me know what happens when all of the hugs run out. Mama, what do I do when all the drugs run out?
It's hard not to think about like an Eminem, like a Tupac, like, you know, and not necessarily like comparison with the music, but the content, right? Where they're just being open and honest about their parents growing up, right? Like their relationship with their parents growing up, especially Eminem seeing the drug abuse, right? Well, but even Pac too, same thing. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. And I think, because I'm me, I think I was right earlier on where I said it's going to hit a lot harder. It's going to be a lot more impactful later on in the album because this type of content, because earlier on in those first 3 tracks, he was kind of drip feeding this type of content where he was mentioning, oh, my uncle was on drugs, my mom was on drugs. And it kind of just makes you wonder, like, what is he talking about? What is he doing? You know, because we don't know this guy. This is his debut album, right? Now that he's getting real into it, now it's connecting hard, right? So I think I was right. Not to toot my own horn, but, you know, but like I said, I'm going back to the Eminem thing, right? The reason why I feel like a lot of his content was still impactful when he's talking about his mom and all this type of stuff years later, because he talked about that on his debut album, but it's still impactful 10, 20 years after that, is because it's the way he delivered it, how he kind of drip fed it to you in the first album. It wasn't just like as abrupt and outright as years later cleaning out my closet, where he's, you know, I'm sorry, mom, never meant to hurt you. Sorry, mom, popping prescription pills in the kitchen. Listen, you think to make his rest is this and none. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff. The heavier stuff, the more direct, blunt stuff came years later. So like he was able to drip feed it to you, then hit you with the punch. Ray Vaughn's doing that kind of here, but just all on the same album, which is just a different tactic to kind of do the exact same thing. This is dope. But in the future, where does that leave him with the second album, right? The sophomore album, if you dump everything on this one. But on the flip side of that, he's also an older guy. Joey and Nick Caution said he's 32. I guess he's 20. I don't know, 20, 32, whatever. Point is, he's lived a long enough life to where he should have enough content for 2 albums. So I don't think that'll be an issue with him. For a younger artist, I think that would be an issue. But so far, this is beautiful.
The bubbles are gone, the damage is done, but I keep pouring my love into for life. Cause every nigga that you get with, you fight. Just let me know what happens when.
That's real. I'm gonna keep pausing. I don't care. I was gonna apologize. I'm not gonna apologize. Like and subscribe. That's real, and that's like, because I got younger sisters. I got family in general. I got friends, you know, girlfriends, friends that are girls, whatever. That like I always am trying to be conscious of, like being a good example for them, even my friends that are girls, right? Because like I want to make sure I hold the door for them. I take care of them. I get them whatever they need. You want to go get breakfast, whatever, I pay for it, whatever, because I want them to, whenever they do start dating, whatever they're dating somebody, whether it's subconscious or conscious, they're going to have that expectation. Like my friend opens the door for me. My friend does this. Why would I, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing not doing that? You know what I mean? It's like, that's kind of what I want that thought process to be. Same thing with my sister. Like, you know, I make sure I'm telling my sister she's beautiful. I make sure I tell my sister I love her, good night, whatever, treating her right, treating her with respect. So she expects that from men growing older. And I same thing, like, again, with friends, family, whatever. Like, I just want to be a good example for them, because like he said here, possibly the reason he doesn't have good relationships is because he never saw one himself. You know what I mean? He doesn't know what that looks like. So like a lot of that comes out. And I also understand that part too. That's a very real thing. Like there's certain things I saw that I feel like came out of me when I got older. So yeah, I 100% get that. And I resonate with that a lot. This is dope.
Run out, mama, what do I do when all the drugs run out? Mama, your mind like a drink left in the sun. The bubbles are gone, the damage is done, but I keep pouring my love into your glass. Praying one day this storm gon' pass. I need you bad, I need you bad. To the woman that smoke weed with my brothers right before class. To the woman that I love way more than my fucking dad. Can I borrow one of your laughs and can I steal one of your smiles?
I borrow one of your laughs and steal one of your smiles? What? Come on. Again, this is like poetry that you're only going to get from somebody with age and experience. Like this is somebody who's settled with his thoughts and opinions and feelings, and like he understands himself a lot more than somebody who's maybe doesn't understand himself completely. I mean, we're all on that journey, right? But like a lot more than somebody even my age, 24, would understand it, or somebody younger than me, you know, 19, 15, you know what I mean, like a teenager. As he should. Like, I love this so much. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Fucking dad. Can I borrow one of your laughs and can I steal one of your smiles and can I hold on to your
your joy, cause I ain't felt that since a child. And if it wasn't for your womb, I wouldn't be breathing right now. I swear to God, I just need you right now.
I wish I could save your smile. I wish I could ease your mind like you've done for me. Mama, just stay a while. Don't leave me like the tears that fall from my eyes. I'm not crazy at all.
This production, dog. Who did this? Fix myself real quick.
Mama, if you hear me, then I'm still your son. Even when the darkness comes, I won't run. I pray one day that you'll find your way back, and that your shots that never goes flat. I'm sorry for not noticing sooner. You know I'm one of your troopers. Forgave you for everything. You only a fucking human.
Remember we lived on Hoover on church grounds. Hallelujah. When you beat the shit out of me for talking to you like I'm stupid. You still work 2 jobs, but you don't work no more. I know you hurt, but I don't wanna see you hurt no more. I feel like dying or just killing myself.
Oh,
watching
God.
you lose your mind and can't do shit to help.
Oh my God. Dog. I'm so mad at myself for not listening to this sooner. This is crazy.
Nigga, you done drank all my motherfucking shostas? Nigga, you over here letting you sleep on the couch and you and this bitch drinking all my shit?
I'm thirsty
Nigga, you
too.
gonna take your ass down to the motherfucking dairy?
Yeah, man. That was phenomenal. Oh my God. That's the 4th track. Hey, I almost hit my table. What I tell you, I told you on Triple XLT, I said the most important tracks on the album are the first track, the second track, the last track, and then the 4th track. I told you, and I said I'll just shut up and I'll just let the album prove me right. Because if that song sucked, I would feel so dejected. That 4th track is so important. I swear to God, you think I'm messing around? Go listen to some of the greatest albums of all time. Listen to the 4th track. I'm so serious. Anyway, I've done the studies. I've done the research. I've done the Googles. I've done everything. I've done the math. I'm right. First, second, last, 4th. Write it down. Anyway, yeah, that's crazy. That feels like a last track type of thing. Like that's like wrapping up the first quarter of the album. I lied, the first third of the album. Basically. And we have like 2/3 left to go pretty much. Like that was a lot. Oh my God. Like I'm overwhelmed. I almost like a part of me is like, it was so good. I don't want to keep going. Like that's how I actually feel. And I don't know why. But yeah, we're going to keep going. That was great. Like I feel like it's climaxed, pause. It's like it feels like you can only go down from there. But maybe you can pull it off. That was phenomenal. So we're going to see. So far, the album's great. Right now, I would say Lloyd Banks's All or Nothing 3 is my album of the year. But right now, the way this is sounding, sheesh. Yeah, this might be it. So like, subscribe. On to the next song. All right. Next song, 3 p.m. at Dairy. If it's some like Dairy Queen, I don't know. I can't eat dairy, so can't relate. I hope I don't dislike the song just based off that. Just I can't relate to it. Like I don't know. I can't eat cheese. I don't want to eat cheese. I think cheese is gross. No, not gross, but.
Look, I'm paranoid that my shadow might tell my secrets. Had people tell me they love me. Find out that they ain't mean it. Yeah, but sometimes I need more than a God to believe in. Brand new day on my calendar, but I don't even feel like breathing. For what? It's fuck that job, cause I lost that job, I'm broke.
He mentioned the idea of not, slip and slide. hurting himself in this last song, and he's mentioning it here. I wonder how, if that's an old thought, if that's a current thought, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times when you're writing, you could write with the mindset of years ago. You could write with the same struggles and pains from years ago. It might not be something he's going through currently, but if it is, hope you get help, hope you get therapy, all that type of stuff. It's very important. It's very important. Sounds like a joke, sounds like a gimmick, but it really does help. And you know, hope you get better, but
Regret still knock on my door. My trauma still sit third row. Mooney still shooting head round in the toe. When they finally told me my calendar, but I don't even feel like breathing. For what? It's fuck that job, cause I lost that job, I'm broke.
Yeah, he said he lost like 8 jobs.
Regret still knock on my door. My trauma still sit third row. Mooney still shooting head round in the toe. When they finally told me that shit, I was low. I can't even judge little cuz how she cope. I miss when we was close and helping granny look for the remote, dog.
A safe place for me to hide. When I feel like
who's this? Sydney Leona? I don't know who that is. Leon and Leona.
I ain't pick it up cause I was crying, but I don't think you hear me. Can you hear me? Tell me, can you hear me?
It's so dope hearing an artist is vulnerable, and like you gotta think about all the artists that kind of laid the groundwork for artists to be this vulnerable in music nowadays, or rappers especially, like Joe Budden, for example, who I'd probably argue is the most introspective rapper of all time, like Tupac, like Eminem. These guys just kind of laying the foundation of just like, say whatever you want, say how you're feeling, even if your mom was strung out on drugs, if you were strung out on drugs, like these are things you can talk about, you can discuss. Biggie with this, what was it, suicidal thoughts or whatever. There's a lot of artists, not a lot of artists, but there are artists that like laid the groundwork for artists to be more vulnerable like that. And I think after listening to songs like this, it's a good time to kind of reflect on the sacrifices those artists potentially made by outing themselves like that. Because it's not even a big successful artist like Eminem, for example, by revealing that much of his life, yeah, made him millions of dollars, but also could argue ruined his life. I mean, it sounds like he says it ruins his life sometimes. He can't go to the grocery store. He can't, you know, everybody knows his daughter is Haley's name or whatever. And now he's, you know, his relationship with his mother. And, you know, and he said, I forgot which song, well, I know what song it was, I forget the name of it, Marshmallows LP2, where he's talking about he can't stand anytime he hears the song cleaning out the closet on the radio, because it's like he's trying to build his relationship back with his mother. You know what I mean? Like, outing that, you know, being that vulnerable comes with some sacrifices, and it's going to come with some pain. Royce da 5'9" on he has a song called Hero on the Allegory from 2020, where he talks about regretting kind of outing all of his personal family drama, and on 2018's The Book of Ryan with Power and Cocaine, those songs. And he 2 years later, he's talking about regretting, you know, I should have spoken to you first before I did that. And he's talking about his father. I recommend all those songs, by the way. Hero, Power, Cocaine, all three of those songs are phenomenal. But yeah, I think when listening to songs like this, I think it is important, especially if you're a fan of hip hop, to kind of think back and respect those that came before, that kind of laid the groundwork for artists to be as vulnerable as they are now, and be as, it's like there was a time period in hip hop where that wasn't really a thing. Everybody was so shelled and guarded, and yeah, and it wasn't cool. Like, it wasn't cool to be emotional and, you know, vulnerable and say, you know, you go to therapy and, you know, you have mental health issues. Joe Budden really laid the groundwork for a lot of that too. If you go back to his earlier stuff, or even his later stuff, like All Love Lost, for example, or just his series, I forgot what it's called. It's like OLS4, OLS, or so I'm forgetting like the actual name of it, but like he has series where he's talking about his relationships and his hardships and vulnerabilities with women and stuff like that. Like, that wasn't cool to talk about when he started talking about it. But he did it anyway, and he was just really vulnerable. And, you know, I just think it's really cool when artists are that vulnerable. And I know I kind of went on a tangent there, but he's giving me that energy. He's giving me that vulnerable, introspective energy that I love and I've missed, and I haven't, like, you get it in spurts from artists, but like rarely this deep, rarely this introspective. And that also could just come with, a lot of people just don't have stories to tell like this. A lot of people don't. This is a very unique story that he's telling, which I think he should use to his benefit. And it sounds like he is using it to his benefit, because this album so far is phenomenal, and I'm glad I'm recording my first reaction to this. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to record it, because I was just gonna listen to it on my own, but I was like, no, this is like a new artist, first album. Like, I want to get this recorded just in case. Like, right, like I wish I had my first reaction to the first time I heard Kendrick Lamar, you know, like in 2010. I wish I just had it just to see it. So like, if he does end up becoming big or whatever, I kind of have this archived, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I think it would just be cool, you know, the debut of an artist. And I'm really glad I'm doing it now, just because I really love this so far. So yeah, back to the music.
It's so unheard, and that ain't nothing new. Got comfortable being uncomfortable. My cousin got raped, she was fucking too.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Share my oops and boo being uncomfortable. My cousin got raped, she was fucking too. Her mom stayed with the nigga cause she lonely too. Can I share my oops? Am I just like
wait,
you?
what?
Baby too, is it in my roots? Statue like you, mama rape baby too, is it in my roots?
Whoa.
That's another story. Suicide on your mind when you start feeling deja vu. No snacks in the
wow.
where the junkies live. Am I janky now? Am my heart too big? I'm Aisha's kid, but I don't trust.
Bro, it's hard not to. Jesus Christ, that was a lot. He's dumping everything on this album. I mean, seems like it. Maybe there's a lot more, but wow.
Bitch who came from my ribs, cause I lie too much. Do I pray too much? Am I even enough? Do I believe it enough? If you open up my cabinet, my season is rough. Big brother on drugs, but he need a job, so I had to pee in his cup. Oh man.
Again, he's kind of doing what he did, that setup for this. Maybe it is like a chugga 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 climax, or chugga 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 climax. Maybe it's gonna be like that, kind of like how Andor is sequenced. Really odd reference there for me, but like Andor, if you ever watched Andor, it's kind of like episode 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4th episode, the big climax happened. Okay, then we go back down, build, big climax, big event, big heist or something like that. So maybe it's kind of sequenced in that way, which would be dope and unique. You don't really get album sequence like that very often, if at all. That's just me guessing. But again, he's doing what he did here earlier in the album, where he's kind of drip feeding information, and then he kind of hits you with the big song where he kind of just dumps it all on you with like a big storytelling song. Jesus Christ, this album's good.
When I feel like nothing's left inside, so just called 100 times. I ain't pick it up cause I was crying, but I don't think you hear me. Can you hear me?
I hope this doesn't get blocked. I'm gonna be so mad if this gets blocked. This is great.
Can you hear me?
I was about to go upstairs and eat a hot dog, and then it just reminded me of that viral clip going around of Fat Joe saying, "I'm a serial glizzy eater," and then Jadakiss was like, "Quick googly moogly," pretty much, and it's hilarious. Yeah, I'm about to go eat a glizzy. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should finish the album first. Okay, that was 3 p.m. at Dairy. You know how I feel. Like and subscribe. I don't feel like I have to drag this on too much longer. It was great. Yeah, it was great. Are we even halfway through the album yet? No, roughly. Yeah, we're about halfway through the album. It's amazing so far. It is sounding like album of the year. My friend was right. Yeah, carrying on. So now we are at East Chat with Isaiah Rashad. I haven't heard Isaiah Rashad honestly since that video came out. And it's unrelated. It has nothing to do with the video itself. It's just like, I think I was just kind of turned off by all the drama itself. It was kind of messy and weird, and I was not weird, the activity, like do whatever you want, I genuinely don't care. It was just like all the drama was messy, and that itself, like all the talk and stuff was just weird, and I just kind of was like, whatever, I'm over it. I don't feel like being involved or looking around, whatever. I just don't. I've learned in my age, I'm 24, but in my experience, when there's a lot of drama, I just kind of step away, whatever. I just try not to think about it too much, try not to talk about it too much. When it's resolved, and then I'll come back to it. But so yeah, I never listened to, it's a picture of like a house burning. It's that the last Isaiah Rashad album. I haven't listened to it. I listened to the one before that though. Sun's Tirade, I believe it was called. I listened to that a lot. I like that album a lot. There's songs I still go back to listen to all the time. Yeah, that album's great. So I love Isaiah Rashad. He's dope. I just kind of, after all that drama and stuff, I was like, it kind of just turned me off from just checking him out or like Googling his name for obvious reasons around that time. So I think I just got to the habit of not checking him out too often. So if I like him on this, maybe I will get back to Isaiah Rashad and maybe I'll check out that last album he dropped because I never got around to it. Carrying on. I'm excited for this J-Rock track.
Heard somebody say that I was strange enough. Imagine how I'd be if I gave a fuck. Talking shit, you know the devil.
This sounds like an Isaiah Rashad track.
Bitch, mama told me, watch your partners, homie, keep your focus. How you gonna use my bed but don't pay rent? Never know. I'm ripping them covers out. Keep cool, keep oven on. Don't pull my rubber out. My bitch back home been telling me I was a shit. That bitch ain't never wrong. Ain't popping no perks, but I'm having a real good feeling. This morning a 2-piece, no one of my arms hurt. I'm living a field trip, wherever the wheel go. Ain't got shit on my mind, but that shit on my mind, I'm good. Cause on our face, everything to us. Imagine how I'd be if I gave a fuck.
This is cool. This is nice. I think this might potentially be like a nice track to slow the album down a bit after all that heavy content. I don't know how Ray Vaughn's content's going to be on his verse, but it seems a lot more relaxed, which is nice and potentially appropriate for at this stage of the album. I'll have to see how it continues after this.
Throw a party for the hopeless. I'm in love with the low end. I'm in love with commotion. Doubling up the doses for coping. You know the pain get magnified, so they smoke till they baggy out. I'm with a bitch who gon' treat that dick like a pacifier. And I've been praying I'm the last to die, cause little baby tryna snort a mountain. She a whole accountant. So much money I got bored with counting. From a place where they board up houses. Roadblocks ain't no way around it. Cocaine give them superpowers. Getting high off their own supply. All my ops getting posterized. And all my enemies multiplying. All my bitches look photoshopped. Oh my god. One is from each side. She keep her mouth shut. Quiet girl with a loud blunt. And the windows of a soul tinted. The club I'm still shooting cold Bennett. Yeah, I could, but I won't stop, and I don't stop. I'm a robot, black Air Force and no socks, gunshots and there's no cops. Black don't crack, so we don't got wrinkles on our face, everything to us. Imagine how I'd be if I gave a fuck.
I think there were some like slick lines there. Obviously, the content talking about can't invite people over because the bugs and some interesting content there. It wasn't anything crazy though, enough to really dissect and talk about. As far as the song goes, thought it was cool. It slowed the album down quite a bit. I will say probably is my least favorite song. I don't really dig Isaiah Rashad's performance that much. I don't think there was anything to really write home about. It was cool. It slowed the album down a bit. Not going to be one I favorite though. It was fine. It exists. Not mad at it. All right, now we are on Clown Dance with a K with J-Rock. Let's go, bro. When is J-Rock dropping the album? Bro, I remember I could have had a signed Redemption vinyl when he dropped that album. I didn't like it, though. I didn't like the album at first. But since then, like, I've grown to love that album. Like, I really love Redemption. But he was selling signed vinyl when it first dropped, and I could have bought it, but I was like, no, I'm not buying any vinyl that I don't like. Now I have, like, Logic Confessions of a Dangerous Mind on vinyl just cause you know, like it's funny just how my mindset on that has changed because that album sucks. But yeah, very disappointed in myself. But that being said, I just bought Lil Wayne's Carter 6 on vinyl. Yep, it hasn't even dropped a single for that album yet, and I have it on vinyl, or at least I ordered it on vinyl. I don't know what's going on with that album. Maybe I'll make a video on it, but they haven't dropped a single for it. Like literally any promotional clips of that album, it's like playing Carter 4 music, you know, like 6'7" or something like that. Like what is going on? But yeah, continuing. What sample is this? Yeah, I feel like I know that from somewhere. I can't put a finger on it, whatever. Ooh, Apple. Go shoot.
I've been flocking, I've been scheming, I've been plotting to get all that I want. I've been flocking.
There's some peanut butter in my fridge. I'll eat it with peanut butter later.
If I'm a crash dumb, they didn't let me be. But I need that gas money, that EBT. Yeah, I love that fast money, that PPP. Niggas ain't never had nothing to EDD. Running, and I've been scheming, dog. Drop a check in and fuck up a chase account. The check ain't bounce. Chef's kiss, we making out. I had sleeping.
Chef's kiss, we making out. That was nice. I like the slick lines there.
Yeah, I love that fast money, that PPP. Niggas ain't never had nothing to EDD. Running, and I've been scheming, dog. Drop a check in and fuck up a chase account. The check ain't bounce. Chef's kiss, we making out. I had sleep for dinner, but I really got a taste for clout. Rob the crib, the house. I know me, so the shit could get straightened out. The hood never had a place for doubts. Look at me wearing shit that I can't pronounce. Remember Shaq's was out, couldn't afford the Jordans. They roasted a nigga in a Carmelitos while I was fantasizing how to get the bankroll.
So, see, this is what I was talking about with potentially dumping everything so early on in your career on the first album. What's left for a sophomore album? Now I feel like in this song I'm already hearing things that I heard here, like phrases like sleep for dinner, whatever else, like some other stuff he said. Like I feel like I'm already hearing things repeated that I already heard before.
Rob the crib, take the house. I know me, so the shit could get straightened out. The hood never had a place for.
I like that, iron on me so it can get straightened out. That's fire. Like an iron, but then iron as in a pew.
That I can't pronounce. Remember Shaq's was out. Couldn't afford
the Shaq's, because you mentioned wearing Shaq somewhere else in this album already. So it's kind of like, you already said that. I don't know if that's just a coincidence, like he just kind of wrote the same thing twice, or not the same line, obviously, but the same type of content. Or he did dump a little too much, you know?
They roasted a nigga in a Carmelitos while I was fantasizing how to get the bankroll and block in the crib that had sold Doritos. Fuck a sentence, 4 convictions. Ran me with niggas that's gonna go the distance. How does it feel to have no offenses? I'm down to go to jail if I want it, nigga, and I want it. I've been flocking, I've been scheming, I've been plotting to get all that I want. I've been flocking, I've been thieving, sorry mama, I need all of my wants. If I'm a crash, dumb, it didn't let me be. But I need that gas money, that EBT.
I do like the song a lot. Ooh, J-Rock's gonna be out here too. Ooh, please, J-Rock, kill this, man.
Niggas ain't never had.
J-Rock needs to drop. He hasn't dropped since 2018. It's 2025. That's 7 years. 8 years. That's 8 years, dog. What is going on? That is crazy. The math's right. So 5 years for 2025. 5, 6, 7. No, I was right. 7. I was right. What am I? I was right. It's 2 a.m. I'm blaming it on the fact that I need to go to sleep. Yeah, I was right. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, why do I keep saying 6, 7? Why am I adding 3? It's 2. It's 2 because 20. I'm like, I have the numbers there, but I keep what's coming out of my mouth is the wrong number. But like, I know 5, 6, 7. It's been 7 years, probably less than 7 years, you know, because whatever. But 7 years, right? I'm going to bed. How much time do we have left?
Outside the house, we was popping them locks. No burgers, just burglars. In it, we out. Calling the jam, who getting you out? Public pretenders.
For a second, I forgot J-Rock was on it. Yeah, I'm definitely tired. I forgot it was J-Rock on here, and I'm like, ooh, who is this? This guy's nice.
Popping them locks, no burgers, just burglars. I ain't scared of shit, but my mama belt neck.
Police and mom. No burgers, just burglars. We in and we out. In and out burger. That was slick. That was super. In and out burger, but no burgers, just burglars. So not in and out burger, in and out of your house. You know what I mean? That's super slick. That was fire.
Public pretenders just running. I ain't scared of shit, but my mama belt neck. Outside the house, we was popping them locks. No burgers, just burglars. In and we out. Calling the jam. Who get?
I don't know if there's like a reference there, like pop locking. We're popping them locks. I don't know.
Outside the house, we was popping them locks. No burgers, just burglars. In and we out. Calling the jam. Who getting you out? Public pretenders just running their mouth. Call up a lawyer. Fill up retainer. got out on that bail and still one in the chamber. It's logic, yeah. From streets to the jail, you stupid as hell. You don't keep you a banger. Red be the bangers, you see through my shoes. Butter my bread up, I'm thumbing through blues. Watching the Debo's got bricks in my view. Niggas get hungry, you looking like food.
Watching the Debo's got bricks in my view. Debo, Ice Cube knocked out Debo with a brick in the movie. That's fire. Which I never got. Gee, I'm tired, bro. Again, when I get tired, I don't feel tired. Like I feel fine. I just start saying stupid stuff. That's how I know I'm actually tired. I'm tired. I never got that scene because the scene is supposed to be like, okay, you put the firearm down and you fight him like a man, but then you hit him with a brick. You know, like that's not. It's not fighting somebody fair like a man. But whatever.
No need for debating, it is what it is. Till then, nigga, I've been red be the bangers, you see through my shoes. But I'll call up a lawyer, fill up retainer, got out on that bail and still one in the chamber. It's logic, yeah. From streets to the jail, you stupid as hell, you don't keep you a banger. Red be the bangers, you see through my shoes. Butter my bread up, I'm thumbing through blues. Watching the Debo's got bricks in my view. Niggas get hungry, you looking like food. That PPP, EDD, gon' tell me what happened, they running to you. We all know the answers, no need for debating. It is what it is. Till then, nigga, I've been flocking. I've been scheming, I've been plotting to get all that I want. I've been flocking.
I felt like a nail growing under my nail. I had to get out. It hurt.
Sorry, mama, I need all of my wants. If I'm a crash, dummy, then let me be. But I need that gas money, that EBT. Yeah, I love that fast money, that PPP.
This was dope. J-Rock had a lot of slick lines in there. Usually J-Rock isn't like barring stuff up like that. That was dope. If that's a sign of what's to expect from J-Rock coming forward or coming up, I'm excited. He dropped a few singles recently, like I don't know if it was last year or late last year, but fairly recently. Nothing ever came of it. No album.
My nigga, so like, lead the way, bruh.
That was a little odd. That was dope though. I like that a lot. Let me go back to J-Rock's verse.
Hungry, you looking like food. That PPP, EDD, gon' tell me what happened, they running to you. We all know the answers, no need for debating. It is what it is. Till then, nigga, I've been flocking.
Looks dope too. Production's dope. It's super polished. That was very polished. Plus major sources generating hit makers such as Duke Shoes, Top Dog Entertainment, Bears No. Boy, alright. Don't spread it your voice, relying on flashy feature. Yeah, I'm leaving that alone. I don't want to spoil anything, but
niggas ain't never had nothing to ED.
I love this. This is really nice. This album.
Niggas trying to do right, man. You really got that rap shit on the chokehold, my nigga. So like, lead the way, bruh.
Yeah, that's another one. Another good one. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Moving on. All right, now we are at Look at God. I guess this was a single. I'm pretty sure this dot means it was a single, right? But yeah, whatever. Album's so good so far. La Russell. Is that like a Christian rapper? I feel like I've seen his name a lot, but I don't really listen to him. The song's called Look at God. I don't know.
County checks in the EBT cars. Could be worse if I woke up, y'all. Could be worse if I wasn't top dog. Ay, look at God. Look at God. Look at God. Every second of my life, I'm a ball. I'm a ball. Look at God. Look at God. Look at God. Look at God. Could be worse if I woke up, y'all. Hey, check, I done got bread, made it do a cartwheel. I'm left field, Westfield, Bluefields, Fox Hills. Left now, cried later, cause I'm top tier. Loud mouth and all in traffic, he got parked still. Check his tip, I been sending out them hot waves. I'm top grade, I ain't scared to die. Guess who got grades? Do not play. Baby, I'm Muhammad in my block phase. Bleed a block a bitch. Pull up with them box braids. Hopping out of Benzes, I'm trending.
This is a song people are going to listen to and be like, oh, he's copying Kendrick. Like, bro, no, Kendrick was using a West Coast sound. If anything, Kendrick is copying these guys. You know what I mean? But whatever. This just reminded the inflections and stuff. But whatever. Continuing is 207. We gotta wrap this up. As much as I'm liking it, I'm wondering if maybe this last portion of the album isn't going to be as introspective as these first few. But Miles Away from Heaven, that name is heavy. So I'm expecting that to be pretty heavy.
Cause I know what's coming like the Simpsons. I put on a teeth all like Lipton. 7 bad friends in the whole group. If they from LA County, bet they all roommates. BBL Hill, she just got a new shape. Fuck 2 mixed girls, I made a nice race. From the windows to the
New race. That's funny.
checks in the EBT car. Could be worse if I woke up, y'all. Could be worse if I went top dog. Hey, look at God.
This is cool. I'm not hearing anything that's like really getting me too into it, but it's cool.
Could be worse if I woke up, y'all. Keep a mouth full of gold and I'm running with affiliates. Cadettos from the pig feet. World Series, hit or miss. Niggas don't like Donald Trump, but they want a politic. Break me on some money, young. Not to see a chef's kiss. Hey, I fucked every video on my friends list. I fucked every video I was friends with. A weirdo, somebody I'll shake hands with. It's a spectrum full of niggas I make bands with. Try robbing it, ghosted like a 100 house. We burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. Probably tattoos for the whole town. White girl riding shotgun. They love in and out, in and out. Barbecue grill in my mud shop. House party go up in that living room with gunshots. Watch fight check glove box. Stand by me, need sunblock. Pump fake, get gum drop. Hoes love me like young. From the windows to the wall. County checks in the EBT car. Could be worse if I woke up, y'all. Could be worse if I went top dog. Hey, look at God. God. Every second of my life, I'm a ball. Look at God. Look at God. Could be worse if I woke up, y'all.
If Rush ain't hot, then it must be a blizzard in this bitch. Getting out of hand, called a lizard in this bitch. It's magic. Poof, I'm a wizard in this bitch. I'm cold enough to make her shiver in this bitch.
Okay, I don't think this is the Christian rapper. I don't know who I was thinking of. This isn't who I was thinking of.
They pass every play. Big black truck, I see my driver every day.
I think I was thinking of Lecrae. I think that's what I was thinking of.
I never did coke. Spent $800 on this North Face coat. I spent $60 on these new Croc sneakers. I made it all back off of features. Preachers can't get a word like Russ. I write so fast, you would think I'm in a rush. Kick dust, you wasn't around when I was in a rut. When I was on my ass, you wasn't trying to give me butt. Hush, if you ain't never did it, keep your mouth closed. I was on the north side, rocking South Pole. Had to ask to run the heater when the house cold. I embrace the silver lining, now my mouth gold. Jeez, I wake up and get paid. I've been on 10 like my age in 5th grade. You ever made 60K in 6 days? Probably not.
Nigga, what? Hey, nigga, I was just with this nigga right the other day.
All right, that was cool. That was cool. I probably won't add it like as far as the favorite goes, but it was cool. I think I'm gonna continue the rest tomorrow when it's not 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm not tired. But yeah, it was cool. Now finish.
End up getting this nigga Ray type shit. That nigga good though.
Yeah, that was it. Okay, cool. See you tomorrow, I guess. Well, I guess this is gonna be the same video. Whatever. Bye. Like, subscribe. Okay, back. Want to finish this album now. I have 3 left. Just cut the grass, so I gotta take a shot after this. Mara Sen, she's really dope. I see her on Instagram a lot. She's really dope. She does get a lot of comparisons to Doja Cat, which I've seen her respond to people on social media before. Like, she's kind of tired of it, so I don't think it's intentional. I think she probably just has a similar voice, and she also raps. So Action Bronson had to deal with it with was it Ghostface or was it Raekwon? I forgot. I think it was Ghostface. Kind of, you know, sometimes just have a similar voice, similar style, but it's not necessarily intentional. But yeah. Anytime I see a clip of her, I think she's dope. So we're gonna lock in crisscross applesauce and finish this album. So much loud. All right, cool. Crap.
Yeah, feels like I'm running, yeah, straight towards nothing, yeah, maybe I broke it, my moral compass, yeah, when I drop that party with no more good mornings, yeah, gotta pick myself up, cause I can feel me falling, I know my weight, till I had to pick myself up, till I had to pick myself, I know my weight, till I had to pick myself up, till I had to pick myself
I don't know my own strength, right? Yeah, you get life or you live life. Yeah, a pity party on my calendar. Yeah, but how the fuck I get an invite? Yeah, I put my demons in the front row. Yeah, whenever something don't sit right. Yeah, I could have died in a plane crash, but I got too many missed flights. Please don't wake me up, cause I barely get sleep as it is my soul up forbid. I've been doing shit my Lord might forbid. I'm a skeptic, this all might be rigged. Everybody loses and nobody wins. Everybody's perfect if nobody is. I've been telling myself that the past few years. Big ass hands trying to hold back tears. But who gon' hold me when shit gets serious? Like I'm running, yeah, straight towards nothing.
I like some lines in there. That was smooth.
My moral compass, yeah. When I drop past Polly with no more good mornings, yeah. Gotta pick myself up, cause I can feel me falling. I ain't know my way till I had to pick myself up. Till I had to pick myself. I ain't know my way till I had to pick myself up. Till I had to pick myself up.
I'm all in a delusion. I can't move it, la-di-da-di-da. Went to get some help, but when they tried, they couldn't lift me up. I'm heavy, heavy. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps, baby. Ain't shedding no tear. I'm a 90s, baby. No pity, I'm petty. I'm falling way too deep into this shit. Banging that bitch, but the stick don't tip.
90s babies never shut up about being 90s babies, bro. And it was always the ones that were born in like 98. You know, like bro, you're not a 90s baby. Sorry, I don't know how old she is, but they never shut up about it. I love you though. I'm sorry. That wasn't towards you. That was a general 90s baby attack.
Pick yourself up by the bootstraps, baby. Ain't shedding no tear. I'm a 90s baby. No pity, I'm petty. I'm falling way too deep into this shit. Banging that bitch, but the stick don't tip. No more too bored on a night like this. I'm sworn off, look at just my mind like this. Now fuck, sleep all day, keep emotions tucked. If they smell fit, then the birds will come. I was 16 when a nigga fucked up. I died for the filth, I live like for the rush.
That was smooth too. It was cool. I think he's doing a good job at slowing the album down quite a bit in this third quarter. I'm expecting great things from this next track just because I've heard a lot about it. Somebody I follow said it was incredible. I think it probably was another rapper or something. Till I had to pick myself up. Till I had to pick myself up.
Yeah, reminiscing about Derry Ave. I was trying to milk it any way I can. Hate the mirror cause it tell me who I really am. I got a different tune, I got a different dance. I'm trying to give a damn. I'm eating out the pot, I'm pissing in, kicking cans. I had people stuck around me who can stick to plan. When my eyes closed shut, it's a vision plan. Really, I'm a simple man. I wanna live again, but when your feelings go ghost, what you feeling in? You know the silence get loud when you in your head. And they keep telling me a coffin's a fucking bed. Either way it go, I'm slipping and I'm falling and I can't get up. Cause when life got real, I was shown who wasn't. Feel like no one loved me. I could feel your judgment. In my campaign working, I do too much running.
Like I'm running, yeah, straight towards nothing, yeah.
I would say, like, musically, this feels very straightforward by the numbers. Not anything too unique or special. I think I felt the same way about the last song, which I think the introspection and content is, I wouldn't say carrying this album, but it's not carrying in the sense that the album would be nothing without it, but it's just like, I think that would be the main attraction of the album. Like if I was selling this album, I'd be like, you know, it's super introspective, super deep, super personal, and that would be like the main thing I'm thinking, right? Musically, I'm not hearing, at least in songs like this, it's just kind of fine. I mean, earlier on, I felt like the production was better. Like I said, this one just feels more by the numbers, standard formula, standard structure. The content, it's not hitting as hard because you already, I think, flat shots at the track 4 was like the peak at the moment. So it's not hitting as hard.
Maybe I broke it, my moral compass, yeah. When I drive past Polly with no more good mornings, yeah. Gotta pick myself up, cause I can feel me falling. I ain't know my way till I had to pick myself up. till I had to pick my night on my way. Till I had to pick myself up. Till I had to pick myself up.
Like, it's good, but it's just good. You know what I mean? It's not anything special. And I think on a debut album, ideally you'd want every song to feel special, you know? This one doesn't feel special. It just feels just like, I think I felt the same way about track 8 too.
Call me back, nigga. I just found out you got arrested flocking them houses, my nigga. Who gave you this idea, bro? Like, you going through this much? This how you feel, bro? Like, you gotta remember, bro, how you was raised, my nigga. Keep God first, cause the pen is around the corner, and we miles away from heaven. Call me back, nigga.
Pen is around the corner, and we're miles away from heaven. I've had to have a few of those conversations. But yeah, all right, miles away from heaven. This is the one. This is the big one, potentially. I don't know, from what I heard. So I have high expectations for this one. It's 3:19. It's a normal length of a song, I guess. So yeah, I'm excited. All right, miles away from heaven. Heard great things about it. Locking in. I don't know. I've only heard great things about this song on social media and stuff. So I'm really excited.
Talk my shit. Yeah. I know depression, I met her and fell in love. Fuck a hug, I found a best friend with the drugs. Hopefully this pill will turn me back to person that I was. Cause honestly, I'd rather go than Zanny bars than to a club. The only one who really loves
I like
me
that.
is the
Zanny
plug.
bars and set up a club. That was slick. I like that. Oh my God, no. I hate when I do that. Yeah, I like that. I like when there's wordplay interwoven into the storytelling. I don't like when artists just forego one of those things or think it has to be one or the other. Like, I can't make a radio hit without wordplay. I can't. Yes, you can. You might not be able to. You might not be talented enough to, but theoretically you can, you know? And he's doing that here, and I like that a lot.
Love, fuck a hug, I found a best friend with the drugs. Hopefully this pill will turn me back to person that I was. Cause honestly, I'd rather go than Zanny bars than to a club. The only one who really loves me is the plug. Otherwise, he wouldn't treat me like he does. Stupid, of course I'll be judged. But the hate feels so much better than the love. I only want to see my daughters when I'm buzzed. Let me sip this straight. Happiness cheated on me. I got attached to lonely. No, I ain't crazy. I hate that you put that jacket on me. And OD would be a blessing, I swear. If God decided to take me now, make sure his angels prepare. Got attached to lonely. No, I ain't crazy. I hate that you put that jacket on me. And OD would be a blessing, I swear.
I'm assuming that's a reference to ODB, who ODB overdosed, right? I don't want to say that and not be true, but I'm pretty sure he did. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he OD'd. ODB would be a blessing. That's dope. Again, wordplay. Really like that.
If God decided to take me now, make sure his angels prepare to carry my heavy soul to where it's about to go. Feel like I already know it ain't heaven for sure. Who cares? I need my fix and don't nobody care I exist. I go to rehab cause you asked, but that don't mean I'ma quit. Death gotta be a black body cause life is hard.
I don't know if I like his performance on this song, which is weird because I liked it on pretty much every other song. It feels like he's trying to sound emotional more than he actually is emotional, or maybe he is, but it's just not reading right for me. I liked it on every other song though, so like maybe I'm tripping. I guess on mine. But yeah, no, it just sounds a little odd to me. And maybe it's just paired with this production. It doesn't mesh well for me personally. But I am liking what he's saying and how he's saying it. I just have something in my eye. Like, I think I'm up for a song like this. I think I may have preferred, and maybe it would have resonated with me more if he wasn't performing so much. If it was just him kind of like talking plainly or rapping plainly. Yeah. I think you can't overperform to where it disconnects, where there's a disconnect, right? Where like you're performing to a point where I don't even know if I believe what you're saying. Like sometimes when you're just saying things plainly, it sounds more real, you know what I mean? So I think maybe I would have preferred if he said it more plainly. I do like the singing though. Oh my god, this is all about. That's something alright.
I got stranded with regrets. I'm not invested in the steps. Can't be 11 of them left. It's no blanket for the switches. You gon' hold me when I ache and tell me everything's okay before I break. So why the fuck would you just leave me in this place? I gotta laugh to stop from crying. Overthinking when I'm silent. Should've died and made you perfect.
It's like there was something on my left eye. Now there's something on my right eye. I'm gonna rewind, but jeez. Oh my god. It looks like something in both eyes. No, maybe I just need to wipe my eyes when I woke up.
That would know my life stranded with regrets. I'm not invested in it. Wish every was a mile away. Wish every was a mile away. I feel my pain.
I enjoyed this part a lot.
I got stranded with regrets. I'm not invested in the steps. Can't be 11 of them left. It's no blanket for the switches.
I think that's what it is. I think it's just the performance. I think I would have preferred him if he just spoke it normally and plainly on this type of track. I don't think this production calls for that type of performance, in my opinion, personally.
Before I break, I got stranded with regrets. I'm not invested in the steps. Can't be 11 of them left. It's no blanket for the switches. You gon' hold me when I ache and tell me everything's okay before I break. So why the fuck would you just leave me in this place? I gotta laugh to stop from crying. Overthinking when I'm silent. Should've died and made you perfect. That would numb all of my problems. Anxiety through the roof. And my dogs can't help me. In school I was suppressed the pain, but I always felt it. Need an electrician. My light is the dimmest, not the best swimmer. Adolescent years, I fish for attention. I'm bad for business. Suicide playing not in my mental. I'm tired of living. You would only understand if you were me for just a minute. Sometimes I sit in my car with the radio off, trying to listen to the sound of my heart. I've digested all the lessons.
I'm that too. I'm a chronic car sitter. I will sit there for an hour and a half, just zoned out, regularly. So yeah, that hit. I feel him.
My car with the radio off, trying to listen to the sound of my heart. I've digested all the lessons that society taught. Wish I could hold it all together, but I'm falling apart. Death gotta be a block party, cause life is hard. A slight wood in my bedroom, not so far. Wish every was a mile away. Wish every was a mile away. Wish every was a mile away. I feel my pain and leave this place forever. And I know death gotta be easy, cause life is hard. Death gotta be easy, cause life is hard. Death gotta be easy, cause life is hard. Death gotta be easy, cause life is.
We're gonna run across the good, the bad, and the
That was cool. It wasn't as crazy as I was expecting. It was good. It was a good song. It wasn't bad. It was just fine. No, it wasn't fine. Fine feels negative. It's not. It was good. It was good. I think we peaked at 4 so far. I think this first quarter was definitely the strongest. Yeah, these last 4 songs I haven't really been getting much from. Like, I don't know how often I'm going to return to them. But they're good though. They're good. They're not bad at all. Suburban Kids. Oh wait, no. Sorry. Like, subscribe. Suburban Kids is what we're listening to now. So let's go. The last track, outro. Remember what I said. I think the first track, second track, last track, and then the fourth track are the most important.
Sometimes a family lives inside the crack house. Electric off telling CPS it's a blackout. A slave mentality, the reason why we lashed out. Our ugly nigga curved by bitches
like
that
lashing slave.
See, at this time I started piling up my trunk.
I love the wordplay with the storytelling. It's really dope. I will.
Sometimes a family lives inside the crack house. Electric off telling CPS it's a blackout.
A slave mentality, the reason why we lashed out. A ugly nigga curved by bitches that I asked out. See, at this time, I started piling up my trauma with the dirty clothes, slurry flows, praying that my wrist could get McFlurry froze. I'm not that good at selling keys, just praying that they open doors. Simpson, I just wanted Mo. I crowded all my early shows.
Mo from Simpsons. It's funny. Wait, sorry.
Yeah, Maggie and Herba put me on punishment. Maggie. Up my trauma with the dirty clothes, slurry flows, praying that my wrist could get McFlurry froze. I'm not that good at selling keys, just praying that they open doors. Simpson, I just wanted Mo.
Yeah, I like the double entendres.
7th grade, we living with Dante, our life was crumbling. Tongue kissing Maggie and Herba put me on punishment. Dysfunctional but functioning. Lil John was playing on the radio. My nigga John won't never get a chance to get crunk again. Auntie hit me in my face with a bottle and said sorry when the damage was done. In actuality, it was really supposed to land on her son. Boiled extension cords to beat him on his back so it stung. Family gatherings, Jack Daniels was in attendance. My whole family been struggling with addiction. Was quiet as a kid, they see me now and be like, damn, you a musician? Scared to help him out cause it might turn to a subscription. One of my cousins said he don't believe in God, cause if he was real, he would've helped him with a job. He would've helped his newborn stay alive, and he would've never took his daddy and his mom's.
Rainy days gon' continue when the sun down. Praying that we could figure it out somehow. Could you blame me? I've been dealing with a tough crowd. Lately I've been lucky if I get one smile. Just one smile. Just one smile. Just one smile. Just one smile from the tough crowd. Tough crowd.
No more smiles from Joey, he OD'd on Snapchat. Off them zany bars, fam think he in heaven, I don't think that's where he live it, dawg. Pulled up on a joint, I'm trying to smack, I use my girl car. She was on FaceTime with my bitch, damn the world small, world star. Death must feel better.
I wonder if that's real. That's crazy. That's real.
Like I fell off my bike. They chase stars while I chase my dead. They got homes, I got ghosts instead. They got futures while I count regrets. They forget life, I can't forget where I came from. Urban jeans screaming Ray Vaughn. Pornhub stuck on browser, Del Taco 8 hours, Section 8 reusing voucher, turned into a Debbie Downer. I can smell a rainy day. I done had 3 baby showers. Baby mama died in childbirth. I'm scared to think about her. Man, we wanna know how he feels. Texting me for free will. Life gave a coupon. I used it on my plea deal. School lunch, free meals. Poked a hole in milk bag. Let me get a refill. Let me know where peace lives.
A lot of this is resonating.
All my preachers, they was liars. One was married, but he still tried sleeping with my mama. Who looking down on me? Fuck they southern eyes. God, hold on, the devil on the other line. Still a nigga, even though you can't call me one. All my cousins claiming babies while the night was young. Excuse me while I reflect on my nights in the slums. Grateful I never had to lose my life to a gun.
Keep on fighting, keep on fighting. Life be life, life be life, life be life, life be life be life. Live on, yeah, be like Tyson. Forever, life be life, life be life, life be life, life be life. Keep on fighting, keep on, yeah.
Hey, masked up, robbing cribs, Batman drinking beers, pawn shops full of sins, noble like suburban kids, combos full of riz, picked it up from Dorothy Diggs, tell her drop it down the siege, bad boy I'm thinking big, nuts drop I'm kicked out, living at my bitch house, she kicked me out too, I got a slick mouth, always had a problem with making shit bigger than it should be, that's cause I feel like nobody understood me.
Man, fuck that.
Wrestling my demons, dog, I write it off. I ain't have no Jews, BDBs on me like the Mardi Gras. Trying to figure out how much a Holocaust, cause niggas don't hit my line no more. Family complaining, saying Vaughn ain't got time no more. Stuck in panic mode. I'm trying to make it off the one block with guns cocked, and everybody's selfie is a mugshot. Say cheese.
Keep on fighting, life be life, life be life, life be life, life be life be life. Live on, yeah, be like Tyson. Forever, life be life, life be life, life be life, life be life. Keep on fighting, yeah.
It's not gonna be another skip. Figured there would be with the amount of skips that were on this album. No, that was great. I would put it up there with the best albums of the year so far. I don't know if I can put it over Banks. Banks is just rapping so well on that. But like lyrically, he's just one of the best. But just in general, and I really love that album too. Listen to that one a lot. I think this one is very front heavy. This run was crazy. I think musically it kind of slowed down for me a bit towards the end, but it was still very good and very introspective. I would, like I said earlier on, I'm just concerned like the next album, the next albums, like the sophomore album, the junior album, whatever. Just like how much more of that information do you have to give me, or how different can you deliver it to keep it interesting as far as your life goes, because there's a lot of his life on here. And I loved it. I thought it was really dope. I don't know if it's album of the year, but it's definitely in that conversation so far, and I think it will stay that way until the end of the year. So yeah, I'm gonna continue listening to it. I'm excited. I would probably say I'm a fan now, and yeah, definitely am, especially after the Joey battle and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm a fan. So yeah, I'm excited for the future. Yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Gotta take a shower.